The
Delightfully devilish.
podcast.
What
Oh,
is up,
yeah.
everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, it has been half a decade since we have
Far
been in
too
front of a
long.
mic. Way
Don't
too
use that
long.
foul language. Half a decade. That is
Half a
foul language.
I just needed to make sure everybody appreciated the gravitas of how much time has went by since the
Seriously, though.
previous
Child have been born and people have died in the time that we've
children.
done this.
Many a
What's up?
children, but particularly in the bird household.
Yeah.
Children, the plural.
Well, before we start that, though, let's just revisit and say welcome, everyone, to a rebranded Delightfully Devilish podcast.
Welcome, welcome.
Formerly
For
known as the Matt and
those
Joe Show.
Yes, we used to be the Matt and Joe show. We decided that a little rebrand, a little repaint was in order to ring in this little revival, and
Absolutely.
I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's turning out real good so far. We still have a couple of kinks, a couple of ropes that we got to work through, or I got to work through, but we'll get those sorted out in due time. This is
Absolutely.
going to be a as you watch from this point, you'll see us continuing to gradually grow, add some new bells and whistles to improve your listening and or watching experience. So we hope that you will stick with us and enjoy what we've got for you. So Joe,
Yep.
Wooden Boy, what has
I
been
am the
going
wooden
on
boy.
with you?
So, to give our listeners who may or may not be new, welcome and glad to have you. So, this started as a podcast between Matt and myself during COVID when everyone was locked down. And it evolved, and then eventually time has passed, life happened, and here we are today. And to summarize, basically, aside from changing companies and jobs and places in the city in which I live in, which happens to be New York, things have been quite
New
good.
York
I mean,
City.
New York friggin' City with all the lovely transit issues on a weekend, but that's that's neither here nor there. That's fine. Hey, track maintenance is expected, and I'm glad that they're working on it, but it's inconvenient when you have one train that goes to where you're living, but that's neither here nor there. I'm doing quite well, but more importantly, Matt, I think you've had more developments in the 5-ish years
It's
since we
been
recorded.
yeah, it's been a little bit of a wild ride, man. Where do I even start, honestly? Uh,
Congratulations, by the way,
uh,
long overdue.
yeah,
Because
appreciate it.
if
Yeah,
my
we
if my if my numbers are correct, you have not only wedding, but you have two births.
yes, got two little hatchlings, as it were. One we actually just celebrated her fourth birthday, like actually,
Four
and
does
like
not mean hatchling, by the way. Four is like an actual small child or birdling.
I mean,
Birdling.
once you're a parent, no matter how old your child becomes, they're still your baby. So
That's true.
she'll still be my hatchling. You know what I'm saying? The both of us still be my little hatchling.
As a man with multiple nieces and nephews, I can understand. However, I'm not a parent yet. That might change, or I could have one that's out in ether somewhere. But for my
Yeah,
knowledge
I
right
mean,
now,
you never know.
I don't even put that on me.
I
But yeah, no.
meant
So
that
far, that's.
in the less, in the least accusatory way possible. By the way.
Oh yeah, no. Obviously, there's no bad blood. It's just based on the traveling I do. I'm not gonna lie. It's a joke that's been made more times than I'm rather comfortable with. Because at
Oof.
first the first couple times it's more of like a haha, and then you show up to Thanksgiving and you're like, oh, so like you've been traveling around, you know anyone from these locations? And I go, please
Right.
don't. I'm like, please, like I insist, don't, no, no, don't do this. But anyways, more importantly though,
Slow down, cowboy. I keep it clean. I keep it
yeah,
clean in my
right.
parts.
Sheriff Woody doesn't have a pistol in his holster. Not to say that I don't have a pistol, so to speak, but it's in the holster.
There you go. There you go.
But
So what
anyways,
else? Yeah. So just celebrated a fourth today. Actually, we've been celebrating over the course of like the last like 3 weeks, but
I
neither
mean,
here nor there. Yeah.
to be fair, I've been doing the very same thing, so it's fine. I mean, granted, so I never had a birthday during the school year. My birthday's in August, and
Mm.
obviously that's during the summer. So like when you would have a birthday in school, and everyone would be like, "Oh my God, we're having like cake or cupcakes, whatever the hell you guys are having," and it's a whole big spectacle. And you also have a delay of class in like elementary school.
Yeah.
I never had that. Not that I'm salty because mine was better because we would have like go to a pool or et cetera, more fun stuff. But it was one of those things where I'm like, damn, I kind of missed out on that. Low key missed it, but at the same time, I like where I'm at. You know what I
See,
mean?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I even really had anything like that when I was going through schools. Just sort of like, if I'm lucky, like I got acknowledged on my birthday, and then
You,
that's sort of where it ended. It's just a normal day after that.
you didn't have like cupcakes or donuts or anything?
Not that I remember. No,
That's all right. A little bit wild to me, but also very different Georgia to New
I
York
wasn't.
kind
I
of
wasn't
deal.
worthy. I mean, I've been all over the
Wor-
place to go to school, but like,
Ah,
the experience has been more or less the same no matter where I went. I
I
don't
mean,
know,
that's fair.
but either
Also,
way,
but yeah, no. I mean, obviously, we both established ourselves as refined gentlemen.
of course, only the
Of
top
course.
quality, top tier, top quality.
The cream rises to the top, obviously.
Like, listen, there's Hershey's and then there's Ghirardelli.
Please, if you liked Hershey's, that is okay. That's allowed, but I would judge you
Consider
harshly.
upgrading is what I would say. You can like what you like, but consider upgrading.
Yes. The oh my God. Do you remember the all right, niche reference, if you were not born during the Shrek times, you can get with this or you can get with that.
Oh, I love that song. I reference that like at least once a week.
Thank you. Uh, it's the exact same thing that we're talking about. You could get with Hershey's, or you can get with Ghirardelli, or
Absolutely.
any of the
So,
other.
very important
Thou-
question though. If you're going to bring up that song, I do have
yeah,
one extremely important question to bring up to you.
go on.
What is the source for you for like how you know that song?
So I knew it was a song beforehand, but it rose in popularity significantly with, I believe, Subaru. I don't remember the car company, but it was in a
It was the
car
one. It was
commercial.
the car commercial with the adult man sized hamsters, right?
Yes, correct. But I want to say that I want to say that was Subaru. Hold on, I'm gonna ask Dilbert real quick.
Yeah.
Because Dilbert Scrubs, shout out to Dilbert Scrubs. You can get with
Dilbert,
this.
yeah, it's because I'm actually looking at Dilbert right now. I'm looking over my shoulder at Dilbert, like in the corner. He's plugged up and charging. Like like he's available for you to look into these things right now silently. But we are hoping to introduce him as a voice
Ah,
character.
it's
Yeah,
well, we don't we don't we don't pay Dilbert, so Dilbert will speak when we want him to speak.
yeah,
But
exactly.
it was the Kia commercial.
That's it. Yeah, the key is,
All right, Subaru Kia, very freaking close enough.
and
I
I
also
didn't
don't
know
trust
tell
Kia.
the difference.
Also, make your own decisions. I don't trust Kia, but that's
Hmm.
my own business. But oh my God, the life-size hamsters! I'm looking at it right now, and the CGI is all right. So the rendering is not terrible, but like just looking at what I'm looking at, it's oh okay, never mind.
I'm
Some of
gonna
the
look up.
oh no,
How old
not
are
to
those
say that I'm
commercials?
uh 15 years or plus based on
See,
the
it's
source I just
2010.
checked.
Yeah,
Oh
2010
my,
is
15. That's disgusting.
yeah, no
Vile.
kidding.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, they rendered it pretty realistically, which I mean is
Oh no, it's very well done for the time, but so not to say that I
here.
become a green screen snob, but once you watch enough Courier Crew like videos like breaking down like certain like shadings and editing and stuff, you tend to
Yeah,
notice patterns. It's which by the way is fascinating.
yeah. For the sake of the listening audience, or maybe the watching audience, if you're watching, first consider subscribing and leaving a comment saying how we sound, how we're coming across. Are you enjoying our content so far? Is there anything you want to see us talk about?
Or tell us something fun.
Yeah,
What's your favorite color?
yeah,
Tell me something's
exactly.
cool. Or, hey, maybe tell me something that will start a conversation. Like, for example, if you owned a ski lodge and you were bored, would you do crime on the side? You don't have to tell me. I'm not your lawyer. I'm not
That's a
responsible
good
for you.
question. That's a good question.
But just curious.
Or you can tell us what you think of this. There they are.
I was not expecting that. That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, there they are. They're
Good lord.
in all their glory. We
And
can zoom in real quick, even
and
look at them.
that was the face of that brand for like I want to say at least a year and a half or 2 years.
Yeah,
But I'm so glad you picked up the reference. You were picking up what I was putting down.
absolutely.
Oh my god, I just realized it says Ham Star. I hate that.
Hamstar? Is that what they're
Yeah, go.
actually called?
No, no, no. The
Oh,
shirt, it said Ham Star. I noticed it
oh,
before.
hang on. Yeah, let me go back to that.
Dilbert, pull that up.
Right.
Ham Star.
Boop. Yeah,
Right center.
Hamstar. That's terrible.
I,
Kia should
I'm
be
not gonna
ashamed
lie.
of themselves for approving that.
So, as someone who went to school for marketing and advertising and all that fun jazz, I don't hate it because obviously we're talking about it 15 years later, but equally at the same time, just ugh.
Like, I think that it's successful insofar is that it's that this thoroughly lodged into like our psyche over 10 years after the fact, at least 10 years
So,
after the fact.
so this gives me an idea. So,
Sure.
spoiler alert, everybody,
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea for an episode, which
Ooh.
part of my brilliance, but we're gonna do an episode about adverts throughout the years
Ah, all right. I'm down for that because I.
because
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you if you remember one. I am so keen on it that I might spoil the surprise real quick. Do you remember Starburst and do you remember Berries and Cream?
Of course.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Okay, well that's all we gotta get into. We don't need to go any further than that. That's fine enough.
I
We will
showed my
get
wife
into
the
it at a
berry
later
and
date.
cream because, like, for context, my wife is not from like the states originally. She is a recent transplant over the last like decade or so.
Hmm.
So I am slowly. I've made it my mission to slowly engross her in like American pop culture, just so she has a reference for all of the shit that I reference mainly.
So have I not seen you in person in like 5 years?
Has it been that long? Holy shit, I think it has, brother.
Holy shit. Dude, COVID really fucked everything up, didn't it?
Yeah, no kidding.
Because yeah, no, I was at the one apartment which I'm not gonna name, and then I was at the other apartment which I'm not gonna name, and
Lots of nameless apartments for this guy.
yeah,
Shady
no,
business.
just New York City. What you gonna do? But holy crap, yeah, no, a couple of times for work trips and all that. But even then, like talking to Adam and such, which by the way, shout out to Adam. I've been
What's
trying
up,
to make
Adam?
my way. I've been trying to make my way down there. However, it's either stuff will pop up family wise, and it's not like also based on work. You guys are in a location which is quite literally inconvenient to get to based on my line of work,
Mm,
especially this time of
apologies
year.
for that.
That's not your fault. That is the world. But anyways, that's
Yeah.
not the point. Anyways, I'll make my way down there. We'll do another
An in person
honestly
one?
that but a reunion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hope so. That last reunion was bomb. That was like I think
That
6 years.
was
Wasn't that 2019 that we did that?
that yeah, that was Patrick's no, Chris or Patrick's wedding. Chris's wedding.
Chris's wedding. I didn't. I don't.
Chris's
Yeah,
wedding.
I didn't. I wasn't at Patrick's wedding. I don't think.
Nah. Yeah. Because I flew down to North Carolina. I met you guys. We got coffee at the really good coffee place there.
Yep.
Um, but oh my God, oh, dude, I think about that place. I've not been there in a little while. So freaking good. honestly, if you're in the East Coast, if I can remember the name of it real quick, which I want to say
Are
cocoa
you talking
cinnamon
about the
or dolce
diner?
cinnamon. No, dolce cinnamon or cocoa cinnamon. No,
Oh,
not
I
Biscuitville.
think I no Biscuitville's something else that everybody in the wasn't that was that Virginia or North Carolina? I think it's Virginia.
Well, yeah, but you guys picked me up in North Carolina because I flew to RDU. You guys
Yeah,
picked me up,
yeah.
and when I was like, "Hey, I know a coffee place I got to go to." You guys picked me up. We went there, got coffee, then we drove on till Virginia,
Drove on till
which
sunset. Yep.
granted I could have flown to Virginia too, but potato potatoes, all the same thing.
Yeah, but if you did that, you'd miss out on the road trip aspect.
Oh, absolutely. Who doesn't love a good road trip?
It's great. That was a memorable road trip. That was
The last road trip I
definitely
did,
got to do that again at some point.
the last road trip I did was not nearly as memorable. It was memorable in all the wrong ways.
Go on.
So not only, so I'm sure you're familiar with DC and how the traffic around Alexandria is not ideal.
I've heard a thing or two about it.
Yeah, it sucks. Honestly, I would rather have another surgery than deal with that again. Because,
Oof.
dude, I there was a good like couple hours where I did not move because there was an accident. Granted, I understand accidents happen. That's
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate, and we give a little bit of empathy there. However, when you're like stuck and not moving for hours at a time, where I had to contemplate whether my bowel movements were going to be on the side of the road. Uh, a man's got to make an executive decision.
Okay,
You know
go
what I
on.
mean?
Yep.
Well, let's just say I'm glad I had a couple empty bottles, so to speak. And that's all I got to say about that.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, always
Could have been worse.
listen. The moral of the story is always be prepared. Be prepared for any situation. You never know where you're gonna be at.
Absolutely.
Like you could be
Well,
in the car, stuck in traffic. You can not feel like getting out of bed.
Gross.
The possibilities
brother,
are endless. You gotta.
brother, if you piss your own bed because you don't feel like getting up, and you're only a couple meters away from your sorry, if you're a couple feet away from your freaking restroom, I I have some words for you.
It's foul.
That is
What is
most
the
foul.
smell
Holy
emanating from your bedroom, brother?
dude, that's where you sleep. That's where you and possibly your wife and or spouse and or partner put your heads down. Don't
Just
do
for
that. I mean, if
clarity,
you're into
I'm
that,
not speaking from personal experience, by the way.
thank goodness. I was gonna say.
I'm glad that you trust me well enough that you
Oh, of
wouldn't even
course.
doubt that.
Nah, after hearing some of the Battle Buddy stories, I understand. I get it.
Yeah,
I got your six.
fair. So,
Oh man,
anyways, what the hell were we originally talking about? Oh
we're
yeah,
talking about how we came back to do this delightfully devilish
yeah,
podcast.
our little character development over the last since our last recording.
Which,
So,
by the way,
mhm.
there are a few hidden episodes that were never released. They are most likely outdated by now. However,
They're probably horribly outdated, but I will once we get more into a flow with this, which I think is going to be way easier since the way I set it up this time makes it way more easy to record. Because last time the way I did it, and I have no idea why I even did it because that the way I did because Discord and OBS were absolutely things that existed.
yeah.
But instead, I chose for us both to have separate Audacity programs in each of our computers. And mind you, like as alluded to earlier, we do not live in the same area.
Also,
So
mind you, you've never told me that I sounded like I was coming from a tin can because I was using my Turtle Beach gaming headset.
yeah, I should have
The,
demanded that you drop the money on a better microphone at that time. You're right.
which is funny. Oh, so by the way, in a couple span of years, which is going on 3 years, 4 years now. Holy crap! Muscle Appreciation Monday. That's went through multiple mics.
Uh
So
huh.
I am the proprietor and host of Muscle Appreciation Monday every Monday, where I will shout out a particular muscle and I'll tell you a little bit about it because appreciate what your body does for you because there are people who do not have the ability to do that, and the fact that you can move and you don't really know or appreciate what your body does
Move,
is
groove,
kind of crazy.
twist, twitch, twist, whatever it is. Yeah, you're absolutely
I
right, actually.
I honestly thought you were about to do the D's of dodgeball, dip, dive, dodge, and dodge. No, dip, dive, dodge, and dodge. No. Oh my God, I'm screwing it up. Dip, dive, dodge, and dodge. No, no.
Dip, dive, dodge. Dip, dive, dodge. I have no idea.
Dip, dive, dodge. I I love that movie, and it was on in the gym recently. By the way, that movie has such a spellbound on me, where it was on in the gym, and the gym is basically like my holy place. And my roommate and I, well, not roommate Chris, but new roommate Anthony, we were deadlocked, like both lifting, and we noticed that it was on, and like we were just quoting the movie. Like, it was basically him and I were talking to Steve the Pirate, stupid like the whole Cobra stuff and all that.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because like we'd be like in the middle of reps, we'd say like a punchline or something, and would make the face. We look at the screen, it would happen, and we like laugh like kids. It's that movie is brilliant.
That's fair. That's fair. There are very few movies that would like spellbound me like that. I haven't thought of like the last time I saw that movie. Actually, the only time I saw that
Uh,
movie is I actually saw it in theaters with my dad when I was in high school.
oh my God.
Yeah, and this is like
Well,
this was 2002, 2003.
I will look that up in a moment, but I found the 5 Ds. It is dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
There you go.
I
If
knew
you can
dodge was in
dodge
there
a
twice.
wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Patches O'Houlihan, classic. R.I.P. Spoiler alert to a movie that came out in 2000 freaking four.
Yeah. Plug your ears. Go la 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 la.
La, 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 I cannot hear you.
If it's important to you, uh, pretend that we didn't say anything we just said and plug your ears for a few seconds.
Nah, that movie came out like over 10 years ago, so that's
Yeah.
on you at that point.
I think you've after a certain point you sort of forfeit the right to be mad about spoilers.
Not to get too into it, because I'm sure we'll do another movie cast, but when it comes to classical movies that like are widely critically acclaimed, so like your Casablancas, your like golden era of movies. When is it okay? Like for example, like let's just say you've never seen Casablanca,
Mm-hmm.
and I just happen to like talk about it. The fact that that movie came out in I believe like what 1940 something,
Yeah,
eh, that's on you at that point. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Because like there's like I got into an argument where it's like, oh, I never seen that movie, bro, and it's like okay, that's really cool, but the movie's older than both of our
Yeah,
ages in
exactly.
life. You've had as much time as I've had to see it, so why
It's like
didn't you?
getting mad because like someone was talking about Mark Twain in conversations. Like I didn't pick up his book yet. I didn't read Huckleberry Finn yet. By the way, you shut the hell up.
Yo, I can just imagine like an album release where it's like, yo, Mark Twain dropped that new album, Huckleberry freaking Finn. Like, dude, I mean, I reckon that I hate that I picked that up, but I reckon that for the people or the authors of their time, like when their books dropped, that was like the equivalent of like a popular artist like
More or
dropping
less,
their album. Yeah.
that was the media of the
Well,
time. So yeah,
or I mean, actually, hold on. I retract my statement because I was alive for freaking Harry Potter uh books.
that's
The
true.
midnight
That's true.
releases and all that, like that was if you didn't get that book at midnight, granted, to be fair, they were my sister's books. I read them after she did, but she was also a way faster. Like she would read the book in a day and be like, done. Cool.
There you go.
I'll read it again. No, yeah, no. Like she's brilliant. Like she can. Like I love to read, but like she will read a book twice over before I finish it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's one of those things that like growing up, it was like, oh, the Chamber of Secrets just released. Neat. Like she would wait in line, whatever, at midnight and buy like what 10:30 the book would be done, and I'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, let me read it. I'll get like 3 chapters in, I'll give it back to her, and that's it. Which, fun fact, which pisses off some people.
Mm-hmm.
I like Harry Potter, but I've never read them in proper order, and I've never read all of them. And that's going to piss a lot of people off, and that's
Oh my
I'm okay with it
god! You know how many Harry Potter books I've read?
too.
None.
Really?
Yeah,
Bro, that's oh
it
man,
just
that's
hasn't.
that
I don't know. It
that's
just.
worse than me.
I mean, I've seen most of the movies. I think I've seen all of them actually.
I was
But
gonna say, bro, if you haven't seen all the movies, I'm judging you.
yeah, my knowledge of Harry Potter is based on the movies and the theme parks.
Uh, I think we can all agree
Average
that
Harry
Prisoner.
Potter fan. After
Good one.
looking at the stream right now.
I will say though, I will 100% like. Granted, they are like a. I get into the mood to watch them not around like Halloween time, but oddly enough, Christmas is like the Harry Potter season for me.
I've noticed that actually. There's a lot of like Christmassy elements in especially the early Harry Potter movies, and the later ones maybe leaning more towards Halloween there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd also like to blame Freeform and or ABC Family, whatever you want to call it at the time,
Yeah.
uh, plugging those movies at that. Which I I would be remiss if I did not bring up the meme, which has been brought up to death at this point, which, arbitrary, let's bring it up. So Christmas in Harry Potter universe dictates
Mm-hmm.
that there's a Jesus Christ in Harry Potter universe.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Uh, Based on biblical stuff, wouldn't Jesus just be a regular person?
A Muggle.
Well, no, because if Jesus can do miracles and stuff, wouldn't that like? Granted, this is going to open a whole can of worms. All I'm saying is that the meme states that that's a regular like Harry Potter person.
That's true. That's an interesting question, actually. I don't know if
You never
I
seen
don't
that
know if
meme?
anybody. No.
I see that meme once a year, and it's always around Christmas time.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that meme. You'll have to send that to me
I got you.
if and you ever come across it again.
Oh, I'm sure. It's what? It's August now. I'm sure I'll see it in about 3 months,
That's
two
true.
months maybe.
When
Well,
Mariah finishes thawing.
you
I
mean
actually just saw like because you know how
November
you
1st?
yeah exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say you usually see like memes about that. Closer to like October time is when they usually start coming up. I actually saw the first one today. Somebody posted a Mariah's thawing meme like today.
That's wild. Oh, it's the never-ending battle between Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah. Though, speaking of Christmas being in media that maybe is a little bit odd, maybe Christmas shouldn't be there so much.
Wait,
I
what
don't
do you
know
mean?
what you think. I don't take a look. I don't know what you think of this.
Ah, okay. That okay. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that to be honest.
Yeah, it raises a lot of questions, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, okay. For those of you who are just listening, it was the Flintstones celebrating Christmas,
Yes.
and
The
we'll.
prehistoric family celebrating.
Well, no, it's the modern Stone Age family. Thank you very much.
Okay, but where does that place them in the timeline of history, though?
Well, that depends because aren't they like the bottom floor of the Earth and the upper floor of the Earth like is the Jetsons? Isn't that how the crossover goes?
Oh, I've seen this theory. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, no, I meant isn't there a movie where the Flintstones meet the Jetsons?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that shit since like
last
2002.
time.
Well,
Oh, you've seen it that recently? Last time I saw it,
Two,
I was like a
two,
child,
hold on,
and
what? That depends. I've seen it ages ago.
Listen, I was a child, and that shit was airing on the Disney Channel last time I saw it.
Let's see,
It has
Flintstones.
been that long.
Oh my, yeah. Well, it's older than me, so it must have been playing on Cartoon Network early 2000s because that was
Yeah,
it
probably
premiered
actually.
in it premiered in 1987.
Ah, it's as old as I am, like a
That
fine
predates
wine.
me. Well, it was initially released November 9th.
Okay, so it's a little bit younger. It's just a little bit younger than I am.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, isn't it the whole? We might have to watch. We might have to watch it because
Yeah. Give this video a like if you want to see us react to the the Flintstones meet the damn Jetsons.
yeah. Do you want us to get into some William Hanna and Joseph Barbera content? That's the right names, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That was a 50-50. I was either gonna screw that up royally or
Now you got that perfectly correct. Now, if you can spell Hannah's name
nope,
correctly,
I
oh,
will not. Just like
that's
Class
the one
B.
that people mess up.
No, if you spell Class B Skulukuko,
Klasky Supo.
yeah, the freaking Nickelodeon
The
assholes.
little splat guy actually says like at the end of one of their stupid little title bumpers. That it actually teaches you how to say it. You know, I don't know if you watched it
Uh, I,
recently.
brother, I've recently. No, I've not watched it recently, but I just remember as a kid I could never pronounce it, and I was just like club blah.
Yeah, it helps you out. It's like Klasky Cupo. That's it. That's how it says it.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
I in our absence of recording, I went down a rabbit hole. I have a newfound appreciation for quote unquote YouTube documentaries, which are basically 30 to 40-minute videos going into a very niche topic.
Well, those keep
And
me alive while I'm at work.
yeah, no, honestly, some are brilliant, some suck, but it's kind of neat. And
Yeah.
one of them happened to be the rise and fall of Nickelodeon, which we will get into at some point.
Oh, absolutely. I have to. I think I actually have watched the video you're referencing. I'll have to watch it again to. Like, I can give you personal anecdotes about Nickelodeon, and
Well,
maybe that'll be an episode.
you are the animation guy. I am just a man or a wooden
Yeah.
boy. So, but what do you
I
say we
am the
wrap this one
animation
up, man?
bird. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. We've been droning on for a little bit about whatever, I guess. Um,
Well, this is just a nice little catch up. It's like, hey, you
yeah, I
guys
was
are
gonna
just sitting
say,
in with
even
us.
though like I feel like every time we got to a place where we're about to like finish catching up about what's been going on,
Yeah,
we got into weird tangents, which is fine. I think
I mean that's how
that's
every
sort of the
conversation goes.
yeah, that's sort of the flavor of the show. Are there any real conclusions? Does there need to be? Honestly,
No, or
yeah, I
tune in
don't think
next
so.
time. Who knows?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
we
also
might.
without
Yeah.
that's without getting into any like hypotheticals. Because granted, I if you thought my hypotheticals were good before, brother, I will tell you I've evolved like a Pokemon or a
Ooh.
Digimon.
All right, well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So how
And
about we wrap
by
this
the
bad
by,
boy up?
yeah, by the by, these first couple of episodes, they're kind of gonna sound like crap on my part, probably, because I have no idea how much input my microphone is picking up. Like I'm looking at the feed showing me how much noise the mic is picking up, and
Mm.
I feel like there's a lot of background noise my microphone is picking up when I'm not saying anything, so I apologize for that. That's just how it's gonna be. I have a microphone that's gonna do better at that. I have one in my possession in my other hand, but it requires charging, so I can't use that at the time of this recording. So sorry
And
about it.
I will add that I may or may not had a few beverages. You can't prove nothing. However, I don't apologize for that.
You don't have to.
Exactly.
That'll
You
give
got
these next few. That'll give these recordings
you
a little
goddamn right.
spice.
Well, if you had the can opening sound in the beginning, that might have given a
I'll
spoiler.
uh I'll superimpose that in post.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the way I'm doing it now will make it so much easier to edit videos. Thank God.
All right, let's bring it on home.
All right. So I guess we'll, at least for the moment, we'll just do old format. Any final thoughts before we close this little video out?
Tip your bartender, tip your waiter, and just remember, get home safely, obviously.
Yes, please. And drinking and driving is bad. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Get an
Like,
Uber
comment,
or a
and
Lyft,
subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends about us.
and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right. Take it easy, y'all.
Night.